What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the Spina Bifida space. Today, for the first official video, sorry, I had an itch right there. Today, for the first official video, I thought we would talk about what is spina bifida. Spina bifida, in the most basic of terms that I can muster, um, is when the the spine, the spinal cord, spinal column, all of it does not form correctly / is not fully formed while the baby is developing in the mother's womb. Now, there is no exact cause of spina bifida. It's just something that happens. Or if there is a cause, we don't know it yet. Uh, so as of right now, there is no official, there's nothing that causes it. Okay. It's just something that happens. Um, Now, spina bifida is what is known as a snowflake um, disability, and what that means is, uh, up until recently, we thought that all snowflakes were unique. Again, until recently, I think they just discovered that I think they just discovered two identical snowflakes. But prior to that discovery, we thought that all snowflakes were unique in nature, and as such, spina bifida is quite similar in that way, in that no two people with spina bifida are exactly the same. Uh, you could take someone like me, whose spina bifida is in the L1, L2 area of my spine. The L stands for lumbar. So there's different sections of the spine. And the lumbar is one of those. And so you could take someone like me, that is at L1, L2, and put him next to put him next to me, who is also a L1, L2, and we may have very similar function, but there is always going to be something different, even if it's a minor thing. Something is always going to be different about uh, uh, someone that may share the same level of spina bifida that I have. Um, I am a full-time wheelchair user, and luckily, not all people that have spina bifida are wheelchair users. Not to say that the people like me who are uh, full-time wheelchair users are unlucky. I would not um, use that description for myself. I actually feel that I have been given a gift in many ways, because my disability has opened doors for me to do a great many things in my life. Um, but what I mean is that there are uh, people that have spina bifida who are actually able to walk without assistance, without the use of walkers or canes or crutches. Um, they On the outside, they just look like able-bodied people. They are what is considered able-bodied passing. Um, but they also have spina bifida. Spina bifida affects one in every 2,800, a little over 2,800 uh, births in the in the world, really. And it does seem to affect people of color more more often. We do not know the root cause of it, or if there is a root cause, we don't know. But it does seem to affect people of color more often. Um, and there are, again, as I said before, different levels. Mine just so happens to be in the lumbar area of my spine, which means I am paralyzed from the knees down. I can kick, I can bear weight, I can technically walk, I could technically walk short distances with a walker, but walking on my own for walking on my own period uh, is not something that I will ever be able to do. Short periods, long periods is not something I'll be able to do on my own. Um, so when I was a kid, I did have a walker, and um, I could use it for short distances. You know, I was using it 5, 10 minutes a day. Um, but then I would need a break because I would get tired. And over the years, over time, we kind of just we figured that it just for you know better a better living conditions, and you know lifestyle and all that stuff, using a wheelchair full time was going to be the way that it was going to go. um, and I'm totally cool with that. Would it have been cool to maybe keep trying with the walker and see what's possible? Yeah, absolutely. But I know realistically that wheelchair full time was probably the best course of action. So I use a wheelchair full time. I have friends, I have loved ones who also have spina bifida who are wheelchair users. I have loved ones who are completely independent in terms of walking. They are able to walk around and live life fairly normally. I have friends with spina bifida who use walkers or crutches um, to get around. It affects all of us differently. Um, some of us, not all of us, but some of us also have issues with using the restroom. So we use medical devices like catheters and um, different treatments to use the restroom uh, in a semi-normal fashion. Um, Overall, for me, spina bifida has never really gotten in my way in terms of living. Um, I have had a really full life. I am 29 years old. I turned 30 in November, and I have had a really interesting and fun-filled life. I've been able to play sports of all kinds: wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis, ice hockey, which the adaptive version of that is called sled hockey. Um, I swam competitively for like a year or two. I was part of a folkloric, a Bolivian folkloric dance group when I was a kid. and I did that for, I want to say, 6 years, roughly. And that was probably one of the most fun things I've ever done, but the coolest thing that I've ever done, and still have the privilege to do, is I have gotten to travel around the world as a representative of the United States. And what do I mean by that? I am a member of the United States para powerlifting team. I've been doing that since 2017. I officially started my journey in 2017. January, February, March, April, July, July 7th, 2017. 7/7/17 was when I started my journey at doing that. But I did not become an official member of Team USA until December of the following year, when I competed in Bogota, Colombia, in my very first meet as a Team USA member. And it was my international debut. That will always be the coolest thing that I have ever done. Currently, I am still a member of Team USA, but I'm also doing other things here. Um, I create comic books. I am also a cosplayer. Uh, what I cosplay are original characters. I also do recreations of popular characters in Broadway productions. I don't really do like popular superheroes and all that stuff. Although I do want to get into that. But right now, I have one superhero character that I created for as a way to kind of get my comic book that I created out there. Um, my comic book is called Whirl. So that's Whirl, WHIRL, wheel, as in the wheel of a wheelchair. Whirl. And I actually have two other channels, um, that talk about it, where I talk about the comic book and cosplay and all that stuff. So if you are interested in that, let me know. I will drop the channel names in a future video. Um, but yeah, so that is what I'm currently doing. I am a para powerlifter with Team USA. I am also a comic book creator. Um, let's see. And yeah, really, Spina Bifida has not really hindered my life in any big way. Um, when I was younger, I had a lot of surgeries. Um, when I was a kid and when I was a teenager, because of my spina bifida, they're standard procedures that I've had to do multiple times. I've had 13 surgeries thus far, with possibly more on the horizon. But my last surgery was when I was like, I want to say 14, and I'm 29. So we've been good. Things have been good so far. Um, if you guys want me to kind of deep dive into the surgeries that I've had, put that in the comments down below, and I will do a video on that. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys today. Uh, I kind of wanted to just kind of explain what is spina bifida. Um, kind of tell you guys a little bit about me, um, and what what I do, and where I'm at in my life. So, if you guys like this video, please leave a like and comment down below. If you guys have any questions, either about spina bifida or about my life, um, I'll definitely be going more into my life, what I've done, all that stuff in future videos. But if you guys have any uh, questions before I get into it, put them in the comments down below. I will try to read all of them, and I will do the best that I can to address as many questions as I can in a future video. So, thank you guys for watching. As I said, like, share, comment, subscribe if you guys want to see more of me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.